Okay, so here's some natural categories of apprehension. So there's the dominance hierarchy, that's for sure, and that's the social group. That's actually what Jung called the animus, leaping ahead a little bit to the Jungian portion of this of these lectures. The dominance hierarchy is basically what modern social constructionists call patriarchy, and it's often symbolized by an adult male, and that can have two aspects, positive and negative, because you're the beneficiary of your culture and you're also its victim, so to speak. It preys on you and pushes on you and shapes you and molds you and takes taxes from you and fines you and doesn't let you do things. But on the other hand, here you are in this university and you're not starving to death and you can all communicate and it's pretty peaceful. So, there's the great fathers, so to speak, bifurcated into two elements, positive and negative. And I told you the other day that was Osiris, and that's who he represented for Egyptian mythology. He's sort of standing on a pillar, and in the representation to the right, which is kind of an odd Christian representation, you have God the Father in the middle. He's sort of encapsulated inside Mary, and he's holding the figure of Christ, and everyone in the thing opens, and everyone on the doors is sort of looking at Christ. And, so there's the Father in the middle there, and the Father in the middle there, and then on this side you have what's essentially the Son, S-O-N and S-U-N at the same time, and that's Horus there, and it's Christ there. There's equivalent figures in other religious and cosmological systems. And then on the right you have Isis, and Isis is related to Mary, especially in this image, because Mary is basically portrayed there as the mother nature that incorporates culture, that's holding the individual. It's a brilliant representation, both of them are. The one on the right is a spectacular representation because it sums up the existential situation of human beings in one sculpture. And that is that, well, all around us is nature, and nature gives and takes away, and nature gives rise to culture, and culture supports us, and while it supports us, we suffer. And hopefully we suffer and can manage it, and that's why everyone is gazing at the figure in the middle who's basically accepted the inevitability and necessity of his own death as a precondition for life. So it's an amazing representation and a brilliant, brilliant work of art. A lot of that was elaboration of these earlier Egyptian ideas. There's an awful lot of similarities between the mythological representations of Horus, for example, and of Christ. Their parallels are many. That makes people often cynical about, say, the claims of Christianity, but that's foolish as far as I'm concerned, because what both of these representational systems point to is something deeper, way underneath both of them, that manifests itself in many forms. So